All right.
Wow.
Start letting people in.
Thank you guys for doing this.
Oh, thanks for having us. So it's exciting.
I was texting Cindy on the East Coast. She's working on her grandbaby's room.
Oh,
I wanted her to be on here to see you guys.
yeah.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Dana.
Shelly and
Hi.
Otto.
Here. Sandy Joel.
Hi.
Karen.
Hi,
Hi, Otto. Hi,
Dana.
Terrence.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, Marilee.
Hey, Terrence.
Hi, Jeff.
My friend Judy from St. Louis.
Karen, I was watching.
I'm going to go ahead and slideshow so we can keep on time.
Oh, our friends.
I cannot hear you.
All right. Let's get started. So welcome everybody. This is our 18th Lunch and Learn. Please mute yourself when you are not speaking. Just a couple Zoom rules. We recommend speaker view for presentation. Video sharing is optional, though we'd love to see all your lovely faces.
There we go.
Type all of the questions and comments into the chat. We will have a Q&A with Sandi and Joel, our guest speakers today, for the last 5 minutes of the Lunch and Learn today. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to type those all into the chat. A quick update from Autism Tree. We have now reached over 334,000 people through our social media, which is incredible. We also have 527 shares. So all of our social media stats come from our LinkedIn, our Facebook, our Instagram, YouTube. All of our social media platforms is where we take these numbers from. Our YouTube channel now has 216 videos on it. So if you haven't subscribed yet, we totally recommend you subscribe today. It's really super easy, fast. You can do it in 1 minute. So definitely stay tuned and connected through our community through that. 165 of those videos have been added since March 12th, which is incredible. So definitely recommend checking those out. We couldn't be able to do them without all of your help, with all of our community partners, our volunteers, our community leaders. They are amazing, and I would definitely check out. It's a great way to feel connected to our community during this time. 48 of those videos are a part of our Reading with Autism Tree series, which is something we launched back in April for Autism Awareness Month. And we've now posted 48 videos. And these are all videos of our kids and families, or our volunteers and community leaders reading children's books for our kids and families. And through that, we've reached over 33,000 people. We have also provided 95 virtual events to date. Very exciting, almost at 100, which will be a huge milestone. And then we also have 15 events coming up, virtual events between now and the end of August 31st. And currently we offer 18 of our 20 programs, 17 virtual, one we had in person in July, and we are continuously adding new calendar events all the time. So please, if you want to check out what we've been up to virtually, I highly recommend you check out our website, look at our program, all the programs we offer, and which are all listed, which ones are virtual and which ones are in person. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to Dana Hoff, our co-founder and volunteer executive director, and she will be introducing Sandi and Joel Anderson, our special guests today.
Hi, ATPF family. I can't believe that we've been doing this for 18 weeks, and I just feel every week I feel more gratitude than the week before, if that's possible. I was telling Sandi and Joel on the pre-call that we've been together 16 years, so reflecting on them, I don't even know where to start, and it's just the body of work is so much, but I'm so looking forward to right now taking time to just say thank you for each being here, for each being willing to grow together, because it was really special. Rebecca and I had a work day yesterday together. We celebrated her 25th birthday. Happy 25th birthday, Rebecca. If anybody want to type in a little birthday message to her, go for it. I'm very, very proud of Rebecca. She's been doing a phenomenal job with Lisa being out on maternity leave. I actually met Lisa's baby Calvin yesterday, and he is doing awesome, you guys. I'm so excited for our new addition. He looks a lot like his big brother Brecken, but the baby's healthy and Lisa's doing well, and she sends her love. And with all the stats that Rebecca just covered, I wanted to say how much I am looking forward to celebrating with you, as 18 of our virtual events have been our Lunch and Learns. And you've all had such a part of that. And I encourage you to do even more during this time. If you want to read a story and you haven't to our kids, you can see that over 300,000 people have been accessing these videos. And it really, the catalyst was our board member, Justin Nahama, which some of you might have been on the call when he did it. He has been a guiding light for us, and a very passionate warrior father for both his children, but his son with autism, Caleb. And so big shout out to you, Justin. I know you're not on here, but if you watch this one, lots of gratitude to you. And just that what I want you to know is we will be doing a big celebration when we cross 100 virtual events, which will happen this month, and 18 of those will be our Lunch and Learn team here. So I'm extraordinarily honored to be part of these Lunch and Learns and with you, and I don't see us stopping doing them as long as the feedback continues to be really strong, which it is. Rebecca's been doing, again, a fantastic job on surveying, and also the follow-up email that we send after is getting a great response from you guys to continue to look at what we talked about. So thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And please, please, please give yourselves all a lot of love and respect to your own selves for everything that you're doing to get through this time and learn and grow. I think that's what we're all doing. And if you're having a time when you're feeling stuck, really know that we're here for you. That is our goal, is to say we know this pandemic is uncharted territory. The more we come together and the more we encourage each other, we are growing. I think we can all see that, even though sometimes it might be challenging because there's so much, again, coming at us. So what my intention is to always come back at you, to really come back to the standpoint of who you are, how you're so uniquely made, and everything is possible for you. You have 724 trillion cells. You have a mini heart within your heart. And if you tap into you and everything about yourself and be the best version of yourself, that's my my intention here, is just to say the culture of Autism Tree is to tell you we are the best foundation that we can be when everyone is being their authentic self. And for you to know that we're embracing you, who you are, where you are right now. It's a journey and we're all on it together. I'm going to let Rebecca bring up the first slide. And I really love it when you send in pictures. This one is so fun, Joel. I love it. Joel Anderson, Sandi Anderson, and sent it in of this wonderful picture of Joel in Tokyo, Japan. And this was only last November. Just incredible. I love this picture. And I think it's actually perfect, because my question is, and if you'd please type it in, I love seeing what you write. I definitely look at it on our follow-up email. So please type it in and we will write your responses. What is your why? And I look at this picture of Joel and I just think, Joel, I know your why. Even if I can't articulate it, I feel it. We've been together 16 years. And just thinking about what is Joel's why makes me smile. I mean, I love that picture. I think it's so perfect. We like putting pictures that you guys send in on our Lunch and Learns to make them more fun, more personal, more connecting with you. And again, I love hearing from you guys. I can see you and that's great, but when you type in and contribute, it just adds so much. and I feel like I get to know you a little bit that way. And of course, we welcome you to share after Joel speaks today. I want to share with you what is my why is our ATPF children. I hope you know that's what drives me every single day. That's why we continue to say yes to any and every opportunity that we think can open a door for even one of our children. That's what we've been doing for 16 years, and that's why we have 18 programs. We will always continue to try to provide any opportunity we can for our children, and that's my way, and I think that's what Autism Tree's why is. Why do we do it? Because we believe in every single one of our kiddos. With that, this video I picked out is animated. It's very different than I think the other ones I've shown, and it's because Joel's an animator. Joel, I picked this out, and I hope you specifically really like it along with everyone else. Love can happen anywhere. That video, Joel, I hope you all liked it, but Joel, I hope you really liked it. I know you have expertise in animation, and I thought that really captured how we see our children and each of us try to reach our own child, and we'll do that throughout their lifetime where they are and provide that loving moment, and then it be an inspiration that our whole foundation is pay it forward. When we see someone that needs love like that little girl did, that's what we're doing. And if you read any of our e-newses, I'm quite sure you'll see a moment where that's happening. Joel is doing that, I think, with the scrub cap, seeing Alma put on that scrub cap when I know she's been doing COVID at Scripps Chula Vista and she's exhausted. It doesn't even just have to be our kiddos. She's a mom to girls that have been interns at Autism Tree. And Joel, this video reminds me of you creating a special scrub cap for Alma specifically and lighting her up in a time where she's exhausted treating patients that have COVID right now. So I love that video, and I think it's a good reminder that each day, if we're present, we can be doing that one way or another, whether it's for our own child or someone else in our circle or someone in our community or wherever, if we're at the grocery store, anywhere, just someone who we can reach out to and help in some way. And I'm so proud because I see that happening all day, every day with the Autism Tree family. I picked out this quote for you, Sandi and Joel. It reminds me so much of both of you. Don't just look for a blessing, be the blessing. And as long as I've known the Anderson family, that is truly what they are. They are the blessing. And Autism Tree just wouldn't be who we are without the Anderson family. We've literally been together since the foundation started. I will tell you the beginning, because it's 16 years. So if you look at the picture of Joel when we started the foundation, it's in the far left. You can see, I'm going to let Joel tell you how old he was in that picture. But behind him is the painting he did of Doug Flutie, who was a San Diego Charger then, who has a foundation, if you haven't heard of it, called the Flutie Foundation. I'm pretty sure Jeff Snyder has heard of it on the East Coast there. But Doug was out here being a San Diego Charger, and he has a foundation for children with autism in honor of his son, Dougie Jr. And Joel painted Doug Flutie in his Charger uniform. And this is really what launched Autism Tree. It was a 500-person event called Monday Night Football with Doug Flutie. It was an art contest for our kids, and then we had a sibling contest as well. And that was all of our auction. If you see standing there, that was our first 500-person event in Hilton Torrey Pines, La Jolla. And it was all from the kids and siblings was the auction. And I love, love, love that picture of Joel and the painting he did of Doug Flutie, because it truly is what put Autism Tree on the map in San Diego. The mentors that I had met with, there were 3 women that are on a lot of boards and just do so many events. And when we were starting Autism Tree, I went and met with each of them. And they said, you have to do at least one big event to put yourself on the map. And we did that, and we did that together. And the epicenter of it all really is that painting that Joel Anderson did. I'll tell you, we had the stuff in all the therapy offices. Garrett was 3 years old. I was taken to therapy all day. So we had the information about the kids' art contest and the sibling contest to be part of this event and help ATPF raise money and get established. Was at like the OT office, the speech office, etc. And so I get this call from Kara Dodds, and she's like, you have to come right now. And I said, okay, well, I just pick up, the stuff the kids have entered when I come in for speech with Garrett next week. And they're like, no, you have to come right now. Because they were so blown away, not only by the incredible painting that Joel did of Doug Flutie, but also his entry form was the only one that was like it. And it had a little business card, and it was Joel's, and it said, I want my art to make you smile. And it was an aha moment, I guess. It was just like, wow, we're really doing this, because we kind of didn't know exactly what we were doing. But when I saw Joel's artwork, I just went, this is it. And then I ended up taking Joel's painting to the Charger training camp, which was then in Carson, watching the Chargers practice like in the heat for hours. And then they brought Doug Flutie to me, and I showed him the painting. And I had only met him once before that, and he said he'd be supportive of us starting a foundation. But when he saw that, he was like, yes, I'll do Monday Night Football with Doug Flutie with you guys. He was so lit up. And I think that just kind of says everything. And here we are 16 years later, and Joel is our international ambassador. And every dream that Joel has had, his mom has been a beacon of light right there to pave the way with prayers, and Joel just to beyond exceed in every situation where he has a dream and it gets realized. It's just it's unbelievable. And one of my biggest blessings being the founder of Autism Tree, a lot of people over the years, when I've taken Joel on probably almost every media and radio and TV interview, a lot of people think Joel is my son, which I love it, because I'm fine with that. I feel like we've been together really since Garrett was 3 and Joel was so little, and I feel like I've watched you grow, Joel, and you never stop growing. And Sandi is a role model for me personally, and one of the most positive influences in my life, and also continues to be my beacon of faith. And I couldn't do Autism Tree without Sandi and Joel. So with huge gratitude, I introduce you and feel so blessed for you to get to know and learn from them today.
Thank you so much. We are so happy to be here with you all today. We're coming to you live from Joel's Vision Art Studio, which is in our garage. So we're really excited. We were asked to do, how are we handling COVID during this time? And so we wanted to just share some things. Joel and I sat down and went, okay, what are things that have been tough for us, and what are the things that have been a blessing and have been fun for us? So we just wanted to share those ideas. But first I wanted to ask the question, you all wanted to know where Joel was and why he was in Japan. And Joel, do you want to share with them what that building is?
That building that I was in, that picture, I was in the National Arts Center in Tokyo, in Japan, last November. Two of my artwork, the colorful lion and the colorful eagle, they were both bought by someone who likes it.
Yes, so Joel had got curated into a museum show, an international museum show in Tokyo. So we got to go, and Joel's was the only 2 pieces that sold in the entire show. So we were pretty excited about that. So, okay, Joel, so what are we gonna share? What's our title here?
It's called COVID Creativity, How We Have Been Taking on the Pandemic.
How we've been taking on the pandemic, exactly. So Becca's gonna switch things for us. So here we go. Joel, you wanna share about this?
There's a Bible verse about anxiety. Do not worry about tomorrow, but tomorrow will worry about itself. Matthew 6, verse 34.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the number one things that we've all been dealing with is anxiety because of the unknown. We don't know from day to day. Can we go outside? Can we be inside? Do we wear a mask? Do we not wear a mask? And there's just so many unknowns and things that we have no control over. And so during this time, we've realized, okay, what can we have control over? And so I have been trying to help Joel with giving him choices, giving him control of, do you want to go to lunch at Z Cafe, or do you want to go to Estrella's? So then he has control of making a choice. So even just that little bit of control helps ease the anxiety, because there are some things that we can have control over. So what are some of the controls that you have taken control of?
Self-control and eating.
And eating. If you want to go to the next slide. Okay, yeah.
Exercising has been hard for us. Sometimes when you feel like you just don't want to move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes you do just kind of get stuck, and I think for like a few weeks we were kind of like, I don't even want to get up, we're starting to gain weight back, and you just didn't feel like you wanted to go anywhere in the house, let alone we couldn't go outside. So, but what is the one thing that we really need to be doing for our brains is moving. And, the endorphins kick in if you get on the treadmill, or I'm actually sitting on a therapy ball right now. So, keep that movement, all that helps our brain feel better. Even if we can't control things around us, we can be moving in some sort of way. And then, of course, making choices of what we eat. So Joel and I have been doing shakes.
Yes.
And what else?
Exercise,
shakes, vitamins. We've been getting our vitamin D, not only being in the sun outside, but taking additional vitamins B, vitamin C, zinc, and getting good sleep, because that's really important. Don't stay up too late on the TV or on the computer and all that type of stuff and be wearing your brain out with that. So all those little things are really important. What are the other things that we've been doing, Joel?
things we've been doing. Gardening.
Gardening, yeah.
Weeding and planting and landscaping.
I have got to say, there's times I have all of a sudden realized, where's Joel? Can't find Joel, looking all over the house. He's outside weeding. He has just been amazing in taking on a lot of different things around the house to help us as a family. And it just feels good to be out in the garden, doesn't it? And so you can see a picture here of Joel and his dad. We brought a load of sand in. We're working on Joel's planting some plants there actually for Garden Day that he brought by, and that were somebody gifted to him a big box of this beautiful ivy. And so we put it in pots for Gardener Dave. So that's what's happening there. So next slide, please. So along with him being dependable, what are the other tasks that you've taken on? You didn't have your coffee yet this morning. You weren't dependable in the coffee machine business this morning. Okay.
Yeah,
ready?
but I was dependable on washing the dishes and cleaning up after the animals and vacuuming up fur.
Yeah, it's been a huge help that we have all just we haven't even kind of gone like, oh, it's your turn to do the dishes or this or that. We see a need and we get up and do it, don't we? And we're not whining about it. And that really makes the day lighter for everybody. And it's kind of nice because oh, I could go do this. I could go make Dad's bed, or I could go, help pick up after the animals, or I can go feed the animals. It's supposed to be Joel's job, but I'll do it tonight. And it's almost kind of like, okay, how can you outgive somebody? How can you outbless somebody and love somebody? And that just makes you feel good, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So I really appreciate you being so dependable. So we also took this time to take on something new, didn't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like cutting fabric and learn how to sew with the sewing machine and ironing fabric, because we were making scrub caps for everyone, especially for the COVID patients, like the ones at the Scripps Mercy Chula Vista. Chaplain Mark and Alma assigned me with this project.
So actually, Autism Tree Cares, ATPF Cares, was born out of one of these Zoom core staff meetings that we had several months back. And Alma was sharing with us, what was going on at the hospital, and that they needed things to help keep the patients, occupied, like crossword puzzles and word search books and coloring books and things like that. And so Becca and Lisa and Dana was like, hey, let's make ATPF Cares and we can collect these things. And so people started bringing things in right away. Dana, her huge heart, she was already on it and had coloring books and had them wrapped and delivered. And Joel's just like, well, I can make some smile bags. Let's fill some smile bags. And so we sent a bunch down, and just really loving on the people at the hospital, because obviously we ourselves couldn't go take care of them. But this is a way that we as a foundation could love on people on the front lines. And so that was like a big hit and has been helpful. And so then we kind of like, well, what else can we do? We got to know Chaplain Mark through Alma. And Mark was just like, we need these scrub caps because it really helps with the PPE. And this is something that people could do that each employee of the hospital that got one, they can pick it out, they keep it, they can wash it over and over again. So it's something that's reusable. And so Chaplain Mark has had this initiative, and he's already had collected like 300 something of them already when we joined in. And Joel put out a challenge. Okay, we need to make, collectively, not him and me, make 100 caps, but all of us together make 100 caps to bless on Scripps Mercy Chula Vista. And but during this process, because we're home, Joel's just like, well, can you teach me how to sew? So it has been an awesome project, and each hat Joel got better and better, and he watched me, and it was really fun doing this project together. Can we do the next slide? And so you can see Joel got to meet up with Chaplain Mark and Alma, and we had a really special time of prayer together. Joel has art that they're using, which is actually the column that he made for Autism Tree this last year. And it's hanging all over the hospital because when a patient gets discharged, they play Here Comes the Sun. And so that column of them reminded them of the sun. And so actually Chaplain Mark made it into an animation, so it rotates. It's really cool. And it's on installation in the lobby of the hospital 24/7. It's playing. And so this has just been a really special relationship with the hospital. One more slide and then we can show you the video. We completed how many hats, Joel? Oh, there's the
14.
column. Yeah,
We've done 14 hats so far.
14 hats. And Joel made this card and signed it and put a verse on it and a word of encouragement.
Okay.
So this is Alma and Chaplain Mark.
Hi, Sandy. Hi, Joel.
Hi guys, so nice to see you guys. Well, hopefully we can see you soon. But
Yeah.
we received this bundle of love. Thank you so much.
These scrub caps are amazing. We know that, Joel, you put a lot of time into sewing them. I'm really impressed that they're reversible. They're nice and have double elastic. And I was really touched by seeing, Joel, your signature on each one, which is very special. And also seeing the scripture verse, that's going to give a lot of comfort to the people who receive them. So thank you, Joel.
And I also love your ATPF Cares label. It's really nice. Very nice quality. Love the designs. This is my favorite, actually. With the bugs.
So thank you, Joel and Sandy and Autism Tree Project Cares for supporting our staff at Scripps Mercy Hospital Chula Vista with scrub caps. It means a lot, and there's a lot of love that came through this. Thanks for blessing us.
God bless.
That's great. Well, it's been a lot of fun working with them, and that has just really brought a lot of joy to our days, hasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So one of the things also we've had to learn to be
Flexible.
And what have we had to be flexible with?
Our time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because what happened? A lot of our trips got canceled. You know, Joel and I like to travel. He speaks at schools and different organizations, and it was kind of sad that they got canceled. Our art events got canceled, and but it's more important that we needed to be safe and help our community.
Yeah.
And so we did new things. What did we do? We can't travel, so we started watching
Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race. And so we have just had a lot of fun going back. It's on Netflix. We started back at season 1. It's been on for 20 years. It'll keep us busy for a while, but we've had a lot of fun as a family doing that. And we miss not being able to go to Disneyland and use our pass and get to Montana and those types of things, but it'll come back. We'll get there. Oh, okay. What did we add to our family?
Puppies. We had a puppy.
We added Daisy. Joel named her Daisy. You can see her down in the middle. On the left is
Taser.
Taser, our husky. On the right is
Tigger.
Tigger. That's Jared's golden doodle. And in the middle is
Daisy.
Little Miss Daisy. And Little Miss Daisy is now as big as Tigger. So we have done a lot of puppy training and potty training and snuggles, and that's just been a fun addition to our family. So what else have we done? Next slide.
Artwork. Art commissions.
Joel's done several art commissions.
And the illustrations for books.
What books did you illustrate?
Rudy stories and medieval trio tales. As if I worked with Kyle through Zoom to work on new medieval trio tale books. 3 new ones.
Yeah, so our buddy from Autism Tree Project Foundation, Kyle Negretti, who helped us start the Football Mentor Program, he and Joel have been working every couple weeks. They're on Zoom and they're working on writing all the new medieval trio tale books. And just as we're shouting out for our football players, today is our one Adiemi's 30th birthday. So if anybody wants to message Adi on Facebook and wish him happy birthday, he is in Japan in 115-degree weather practicing football. So love our boys. All right, so what else have we done? You've done a video for Autism Tree. Yeah.
And I've entered some artwork and videos to online Digifest Temecula and mainly Mozart.
Yeah, so Digifest is this weekend. Joel, this painting that you see up here is Mozart for the music.
Of the mind.
Yeah, but what was the name of the music?
Ein Klein Nacht Music.
Nacht music.
Also known as Little Night Music.
Little Night Music. Every stroke that you see, he timed it with the camera, and it's all animated. So Digifest Temecula, you can go and hopefully, I don't know, we'll see if we bring home a ribbon or not. You did a children's art project for the new Children's Museum. and you've done several videos for Autism Tree. So it's been fun using all your skills. Adam Lancer, who you all had on here a couple weeks ago, Joel works with Adam every week, and they do a lot of these fun video projects together. So here's some more.
I worked on some banners for Banging Together.
Yeah, you entered a contest for that, so we haven't heard the
And I
results
also
yet.
got blue ribbon for my sea line at the Fallbrook Art Association in town.
That was just this week, and Joel was in the paper twice this week in the Village News for that. So that was pretty cool. So what has been really important during this time?
Important.
What's been really important?
Connected with friends.
Keeping connected with our friends. Yeah. Yeah. And here's our ATPF family on here when we were on just a couple weeks ago, right? Mm-hmm. And Joel's been doing online, like you said, with Adam and Kyle and with you all, and Divine Path, his social skills program.
As well as doing RDI with Gail Ludwig and Egypt Marble.
Mm-hmm.
Her first name was Marchene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's playing games on Zoom with her. So that's helped us stay connected, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it gets lonely. Yep. But what do we remember?
Out of adversity comes creativity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We can slow down. I saw a frog I didn't know was living in our yard. So many butterflies.
And birds, yeah. Mm-hmm. And what was in our yard like last month?
Tortoise?
Well, we had a tortoise in our
peacocks?
yard yesterday. Our neighbor's tortoise escaped and came to our yard. And what else? And the peacock. And the peacock, yeah. So just slowing down and taking this time that we're don't have an option so much to slow down, but we need to do that and do it in a good and healthy way and reach out to people when we're hurting. And when you're feeling blue, think, wow, who can I love on today? Who can I send a text to? Who can I call? Who can I send a smile? Just say, hey, I'm thinking about you today, and just loving on people, and it really makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah. So yeah. So if we have any questions, Becca or Dana or anybody.
Yes, thank you so much, Sandi and Joel, for everything that you shared. This was so valuable to our kids and families. I mean, you have been such a guiding light to Dana since she started the foundation 16 years ago, and then to me personally as well. And especially through this time, just having you both of you on our side, as a part of our family, has just helped us all just so immensely, giving us new ideas for our kids and family, doing the Scrub Cap Challenge. You've just brought so much light and love to Autism Tree. And
Thank you. You guys help keep us going. I mean, I just adore you all and just love. Dana's my little sister, and Papa John's my big brother, and all of you. And it's a very special foundation. I don't even look at it as a foundation. I look at it, our family tree. So all of you that are here today, you all are our family, huh? Yeah.
We feel the same way. And I just wanted to give everybody a shout out, or everybody to let everyone know we have our Scrub Cap Challenge is still going on.
Mm-hmm.
So please, we've had 24, so Sandi and Joel did 14, another really generous person donated 10, and I have a couple of interns now working on them, so we're still collecting them. If you want to collect them, please reach out to me. I can send you a quick video on the easy way to create a scrub cap, and it's a fun thing to learn how to sew. It's a good skill to have too in life, so we highly encourage you to reach out and send us your scrub cap donations if you have time. I will also share in the follow-up email, Sandi talked briefly about the column that's in Scripps Mercy Chula Vista and Chaplain Mark, and I will share that in the follow-up email as well. You guys can all see the beautiful column that Joel made. I think it's really beautiful. So, and then also a quick update, Sandi and Joel were there from the very beginning and helped create our USD football player mentor program. which is now 12 years old, which is insane, and an incredible accomplishment. And we are now, I just talked with John, our program director, this past week, and we are decided to do a virtual meet and greet this year. Yay! So if you want to sign up your families, if you want, if you have anybody who wants to be involved, please, if you yourself want to be involved, please reach out to me. It's going to be at the end of this month, August 31st. I haven't added it to the calendar yet, but I will. And it's going to be for our new returning families and our new families. So if we'll still connect with our player mentors and keep communication. I think the more relationships we have during this time, the better. So if you want to get involved, please let me know. If anybody has any questions, you can put them in the chat or unmute yourself right now.
I wanted to give a shout out to Cindy. Cindy, I was so thankful for our East Coast tour, and I was going to ask you if you wouldn't mind to say anything you want about being part of Joel's East Coast tour, because I know it meant so much to us, to me, to have our team meet you out there. Cindy's in Pennsylvania, where I was. Love seeing you, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
There. Hi, guys. I really enjoyed going to Longwood Gardens with Joel and Sandy and being a part of seeing Joel create some paintings right in front of me. And I just feel really honored to be in their presence and all the giving back that they do, all the love that they bring. And it just makes me so happy to be around you guys. And I'm so happy to see you today on this Zoom call. So I wanted to make sure I got back. We just got back from seeing our daughter, who we hadn't seen since December 1st because of COVID. And she's pregnant. So we managed to mask up and get there and help her with a few things and return. So I'm happy to be on this call.
Aww.
Thank you. I've been
and wait a sec.
Philly love. Yes.
Absolutely love it. And Joel signed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just very special to us, and we have it hanging in a prominent place in our house.
Oh, I love it.
We had a beautiful time with you all. We missed you so much. Thank you.
Miss you too. I can't wait to be able to get together at some point.
Definitely. You're going to have to share pictures of your grandbaby, your first grandbaby, when she arrives.
I will, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll definitely include a link to Joel's Vision Arts, the artwork that Cindy featured. I'll put a link to that video or his website, so you guys can all check out Joel's art. Definitely, it's amazing. So we have 2 minutes left. If anyone want to ask any other questions or chat, a lot of people in the comments have said, you know, Joel, you're so inspirational. Thank you. It's wonderful that you've both been blessing others during this difficult time. Your art is impressive. Your artwork is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Just a question.
Sure, Terrence.
The presentation's beautiful, Joel.
Thank you, Terrence.
I really like my favorite part is mainly Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
It was beautiful. Like the music artwork, it was nice. I really liked it.
Thank you, Terrence.
Thank you.
As soon as it shows at DigiFest this weekend, then we can post it so that you can actually see the animation.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. And here you can see, what do we have behind us here, Joel? What art do we have behind us?
Cool.
Donkeys
Donkey and is it a lion?
and a
I
lion.
see a Yoda on Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a poster. That's actually from Japan. That one is, but there's other. Here, lean this way. Lean that way. There you go. There's a lot. paintings that he's doing.
I see some Japanese artwork.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Joel has been to Japan.
Yes, for when he was in the museum last year.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
we got to tour Japan Disney headquarters, and so they gave us those posters, the Star Wars posters that are in the backpack there.
That's
How long is a flight to Japan?
Long flight. How many hours was it?
is that at least 12 hours.
Yeah, it's
Oh, 12 hours.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's very doable. You can do it, Terrence. When things open back up again, I encourage you and family to get to Japan if you can.
Okay. And that's as a vaccine.
Yeah, after we're all cleared to go. Yeah.
And
Okay.
to a site, alternatively, you might find an alternative to travel vaccines.
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
come up with all kinds of good stuff for us. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
I think we have to do a group photo. Don't let everybody leave. We have to capture our 18th week together.
Yes, absolutely. So everybody turn their cameras on if you prefer. I'm going to take a quick group picture, screenshot on my computer. So everybody, big smiles. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much, Joel and Sandy. We loved your inspiration, everything you shared, your PowerPoint. We're so happy to have you as a part of our family and honored to have you be our guest speakers this week. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone for joining. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your Wednesday and the rest of your week.
Take care, Rebecca. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Becca.
Thank you.
Take care, Joel and
Happy
Sandy.
birthday, Rebecca.
Yeah.
See you all next week.
Bye.